If you don't know where to start, my best advice is to just start. Get yourself a notebook, old book, mixed media journal, whatever journal you have, could be old calendar, and glue down 2 pages together. This is the best start. Make sure that you have your pages prepared. So the thicker the page, the easier it is to work, because the pages will not be crumbled, like here a little crumble. I don't mind that. There were already 2 pages together, and you can see that the page is perfect. So to start with, having 2-3 pages glued down together, use whatever Pritt stick glue. You can use any gel medium, whatever glue you have, just use it, put 2 pages together, and start from having a fabulous surface to begin with. The thicker, the better. Now you can have your page completely cream like here, whitish, or you can say, oh Marta, I do love the idea of text. You don't have a text? Make it. Add some text. If you don't have old book page, maybe actually you have a stamp and you can stamp something on top of your page. I have to say, I'm in an old school. I love old book pages. So I'm gonna just grab old book and just start gluing it down. I have no plan for this page, but I do love the idea of adding text, of ripping the paper, of priming my project, starting, having it interesting and lovely. I do like that, I have to say. So I'm gonna just grab it and just hopefully have a little bit of a play here. Hello, my baby.
Your day was awesome.
Your day was awesome.
New scissors for me.
Well, these are old scissors, but you can borrow them. Why your day was awesome? Please tell us. I'm recording, so I'm sure everyone would love to hear that. But I'm so happy to hear it. The day was awesome. So I'm just adding another textbook. Now, before I forget to say it, I mean, guys, have you seen this video? Because tons of you did. I'm in love with this spread. This is the video before this one, before today's. This was published. Go and check it out. It's actually #1 on the watch time right now on my channel, because you love it so much and so many of you went to watch it and left a beautiful comment. So thank you so much. I do appreciate the fact you go watch and enjoy and interact and make comment. It's so important. It's so great. Now I have some old book page with the music notes next to me here. So I may as well just grab this and make it even more interesting by just adding that. Thank you so much for interacting on my channel, because of your comments, I think YouTube is like suggesting this video and other videos in my channel to maybe other people. So that is a beautiful thing to do, because it's very hard these days. Like, YouTube channels are not watched anymore as used to be, especially during pandemic. All the YouTube channels, the whole internet was booming with videos, tutorials and all. Now things are very tough for creators. It's really difficult to be seen. It's really difficult to get recognition of any sort. And honestly, from my perspective, it's not about how much, how many people is going to watch and there's going to be huge amount of. It's about how many the right people watch it and enjoy the tutorial and truly use those techniques and make projects. This is so important, and I wish this video to maybe not go viral.
This is delicious.
That's good, but at least be visible and seen by those that need it the most, which there's a lot of us.
There's a big fly right here.
There was big fly. There is a huge fly in my studio, right? I could see that. And I'm thinking about adding...
The best part was that
Yes?
I found some gems.
You found some gems? Where did you find them?
In the classroom.
And what color of the jam? Jam or gen?
Gems.
Gems. I thought gems.
2 pink ones, 1 small, 1 red.
No
and
way.
1 green sparkle and 1 red glitter, and yeah.
Wow. Show me, please. Oh, wow. So these are like treasures, right? 4 of them. Pinks, red, and green. There you go. I put them here. Yeah? There you go. There is a soup henna I just made. I'm gonna pour it for you. But before that, I need to choose my favorite fairy which is for this project. I'm not too sure which one I'm gonna go for yet. I need to decide.
So do you know how
I would love this one. I think I'm gonna jump for this one. This one? Okay. Would you like this one? Is it?
She's a pretty one.
She's a pretty one. Well, she is.
Oh, this one's also so cute.
So let's grab this one. Okay. Oh, I can't. I'm gonna grab both and we'll see which is nicer. Okay? Which fits better for the project. I like them both, I have to say. Okay.
No, I'm actually drinking it.
You're drinking it? That's good. That's very good.
Look,
Uh-huh.
it's a lid, so how do you think I'm...
So how do you drink in it? Through the lid, is it? There's a hole?
Yep.
My friends, if you're wondering where the fairies are from, it's the fairy book, my Collectania fairy. There will be volume 2 at some point, not yet there, but we will get there. So Collectania is the fairy book of mine, if you're curious and wondering. Oh, maybe you were right about the fairy, and I'm thinking about the flower, or 1 second, sorry Hannah, or maybe a house. Where's the little book with the houses? She could be so cute with the house and all. Let's have a pick. What could match to her? Oh, this is gorgeous. Let's have a think. Oh, if the page is bigger, because that's quite a small page, and I do like working on smaller surfaces, but this time, ooh, 1 second, I think I'm gonna grab this flower only. You see, sometimes it's like this, you just have a feel for something, and I just have a feel for this particular flower with the fairy. That's the houses, the house book, and look, she could be here. There could be a flower going on, and there could be something else, maybe like a little birdie or little animal or mushroom. I fussy cut everything off camera, and I thought the last bit I will press the record and just show you the last bit of the flower. A very detailed design. I could probably leave it out and just play with the color and just try to have the background blend in into the flower background, blend in into the page background, but I thought, no, I think I'm gonna have this one. The plan is that we have no plan. However, let's see. Oh, I could actually technically cut this one off as well, right? She's so doty and cute. I do love it. Imagine fussy cutting so much to cover these elements. And I was thinking I'll show you from these rice papers, but I don't know if this is wrong. This is from the third set. I was thinking to possibly add this, but I have to see. I really have to have a see if this is going to be nice and match at all. I like ripping the rice papers because it gives me this extra texture and interest, and the line in between when you are trying to have your elements blended, and it's just easier. And I was thinking to possibly have this here, and that's because she's there and as if she's really looking at the birdie, or not necessarily. The birdie technically could be a little bit up higher. This could be like that, and the birdie could be here, because she looks as if she's looking at him, but I am not convinced 100% she's looking at him. 1 second. There is something off about it, and I'm not sure as if of yet what. She is looking at it now that I moved the house higher. The house could be lower, like here, and she could be like here, sorry. And the birdie could be just flying there. Yeah, I think I like that better because the birdie is kind of filling the gap. If it's here, it'd be nice to have something there. So the bird is actually a gap filler, and it kind of sets in the whole composition together, and the weight, it's pretty even, so like it's evenish. I'd say it is evenish, right? I like it, I love it, but this whiteness is somehow bothering me. So what I will do is I'm gonna just have this one cut it out, because I cut it out in the rest of it and somehow I felt that this could stay. But now that I'm looking at it, it just, I think I'd rather have it even cut out or just have it slightly smaller. So the same as here, I'm gonna just try to have it this one cut. I'm so sorry, I didn't turn off my phone. Recently I don't do it because, I don't know, my mind is elsewhere. Okay, so you can cut it through the image to fussy cut what's around it, and that's all. I think I'm gonna turn off the the phones, I'm sorry. Okay, what about, I'm gonna make this, and I don't know if you will love it or if I will love it. I did it. Okay, now I don't know, let's just have a peek, let's just see. Okay, I do like it, right? The birdie could be there. I do love it. The only thing is that I would try and have that little bit there, so it's not as, so it doesn't feel like it's in the air. So let's see, like this, for example. To make it somehow behind the birdhouse, right? Something like that, like this. No, I don't like it. It looks and it feels that it's like sticking out from the house, so no. This looks way better. It does. The only thing is, what if... 1 second. 1 second, you know. What if... Ooh! I do like this now. Okay, she's not looking at the birdie. And... Oh, I love it. The bird is actually on her head. That is class looking. I totally love it. Now, what I love about it is that the composition is good. The birdie is there. She's kind of looking for birdie. She doesn't know. She has no clue he's on at the head. We still see the bulbs, which is beautiful. We have as if she's sort of holding the flower. However it is, I think it's fantastic. So my starting point is going to be glue this one with the clear gesso. So let's grab clear gesso. And I'm gonna just try to have my house, yes, as for now, try to have my house here, glue down. The noises that you may hear, it's Hannah, she's doing Lego, so I hope you don't mind that, those noises. Now I will have a little bit of getting rid of that edge, which is the straight one, and again, when you have something straight, it may be much more harder to now I am thinking, 1 second, same as we did with the previous project. I'm gonna have a little bit of a change here, and I will add the whiteness underneath it with the white gesso, so that the our house is gonna be much more visible because of that. So let's see, and let's dry this. So that's a little tip. A little tip, because it is really good to have as bright underneath it as possible. So this way the design, because it's semi-transparent, the rice paper is like semi-transparent, it's going to be way more better visible for you. So I think it's a good little tip. You don't have to, because it could be darker, but it depending what you like. Let's add some clear gesso here now. My clear gesso is a great adhesive. It's like a glue. Not every gesso works this way. We will test it out. I think a video after this one or after another one, I will be testing out gessos for you guys, so that we can come up with the best gesso for us, that we may feel like it's just great working for our collages. Now we need more gesso underneath it. So my gesso, the little birdie one, it's great because it really does work as a primer and as a glue. A lot of gessos are gritty, which I don't like personally, and I guess those who tries the good gesso, the clear, not so gritty, or not gritty at all, people would much more prefer this, I think, I'm guessing. Okay, so I love that. Very beautiful. I'm gently finishing off with it. Beautiful. Now, another tip for you. You don't have to have the whiteness on your page to have the rice paper. You can actually add the whiteness onto the actual paper underneath it as well. This would work too, if you didn't know. Our next step is to really decide and make sure we know where exactly our elements are going. So in this case it could be like this, and then the birdie. I think so. Perfect. Oh, I love it. So we'll need some paper, obviously. We need some paper for the glue. I'd say we will do gluing together, the flower and the girl. Now gently with that stem. There we go. That's a fine thick glue. It's a good one. I would worry that it's a little bit too thick for my liking for like collage paper. The one that the paper that I'm using right now, it's perfect. Like, it's not too thick, too thin, but it's thinner than, you know, like a cardstock. So my fear always is that I may by accident rip off something from the fairy, the wing, or a stem, or a shoe. So you know, that's why I prefer the actual, you know, the glue that I have been using, which is the one that you can glue it down a few times, the recyclable one. But I just can't see it right now, so I guess I have to now. Oops, I'm gonna move this aside around a little bit, and same for here. Where is that? Come on, I can't with my nails. I can't. They're not that long, but they're long enough now. Perfectino. Lovely, lovely. And this could be, oops, moved a little bit like this. Okay, now that is exactly right. I love that it's kind of as if she's nearly holding. She's not really holding the flower, but it's like it imitates it tiny bit, which is good, which is nice. It's like imitating a little bit of it, which is great. And I think it would be fabulous if we could have the, oh, I love the little birdie there. I think it would be lovely if we could have a touch of that white gesso there as well, so that let's see where, like here, I guess, so that it's going to be really, really visible. Perfectino. And let's try this, like, so precise. So precise, right? Most definitely nearly too precise. But I really wish for it to be really, really, really visible. Okay, clear gesso on top of our flower and birdie, and hopefully it's going to be there on the girl. That's so good. Now, how is that? That is so cute. I love it. Now, I'm gonna grab a gentle gesso on here, just a little bit, not too much, just a delicate amount to prime everything. I think I would love to be adding a little bit of a color now. I'm not 100% sure of where and what to add, but I think I would love to have a little bit of color play. That's okay. Sorry, Mom. Oh, she's so cute. She's saying sorry because she knows it's her friends that came and rang the doorbell, which is okay. It's no problem at all. Okay. Now I'm gonna leave this to dry and think of maybe some touches of pink. Elements are dry, and I was thinking to do a little bit of coloring, at least to start with, coloring and seeing how we can do the next step, and do we need any extra next step or not. So my ambition is to sort of blend in this part here, and I can see now that it's not gonna be this easy with this color because it's too bright. So I'm gonna grab the Dantel one and see if I can actually grab this one. It has a better coverage for certain areas right now, so that's probably is going to be better. There we go, gentle. Then it's a good mixture, I think, with this cream gesso, because it would allow me to have more visible semi-through. For example, if you would like to have a little bit of that text peeking through, you're probably better off without the actual acrylic. Let's see now. See, so now I added some water, and that water is actually diluting a lot of that right now, and diluting the water allowed me to have still peeking through a little bit on those in here. Now, what about similar thing here? Are we able to do a little bit of coloring here, or should we carry on with the darker one? Probably that make more sense to have a little bit of a darker color, which is maybe like this green. Let's see if this green, that is nice. Possibly this could be mixed with that. Maybe I shouldn't have added that cream there. That's okay, because we can always add darker. It's much more harder opposite direction if you have too dark and then try to fix it from dark to bright. It's much harder. So we have this, and we can add a little bit of even darker. I'm going around and looking around behind me. You can't hear me because I'm backwards, and I'm trying to have a look. That's a gray. And let's see, camera closer for this little play here. So basically this is very dark, so it would be much easier for me to try to blend in the darker into that green one somehow. Let's see. And I like that pinky flower because I may try to recreate that. Let's see. Now probably we could have a touch of that cream here as well. Cream color, there we go. So it could be a nice mix. There we go. Same for here. A touch of that gray here, and this way we kind of matching up the background from... I'm so terrible for not cleaning in between. That way we mix it up, the tissue paper, the rice paper color into our backgrounds. Right now a little bit of water I think could be just good to have a little bit of the going delicate and going here. I hope that makes sense now, and I hope that with the camera being closer you can see how well this and beautifully this mix up. I would love to add a little bit of a pinky delicate dots for the feeling of flowers, so I may do that. That's nice. A touch of green, let's see. There we go, and even more green. Wow, I do love this, and I'm thinking she could be into that touch of green here, right? A little bit, and some gesso as well, and some water. So basically when I'm doing a little bit of my play now with acrylics, I do a little bit of water, a little bit of gesso, and truly it's like a little bit of a game with matching the color, and as well figured it out, not the composition but the coloring, and how to cheat, you can say a little bit, how to make this possible, you know. Look at that. I'm having a little bit of that color again. There we go. Probably some other brush could be better because this one is pretty thick, not thick, thin, but it's like a quite narrow. It's not as tap brush. Probably tap brush could make more sense, but then use what you have. Try to, you know. Oh, this is so pretty. This is so very pretty. I do love it a lot. And a little bit of that color here, and I'm thinking that green again, get back to that green. Oops, that's a bit maybe even too much. That looks so beautiful. And look how, always remember when you're doing your shading, when you're doing your mixing the color and all, and looking for the blends, the right blend, the right color combo, don't be scared because it feels at the very beginning that it is like that it's not matching, or everything looks better. One second, I need a tissue. Everything looks better when it's dry, I think. Look, this part looks so good, while this we still need to do a little bit of work in here. I think I'm gonna jump in for a touch of gray to make this less of I don't know, just it has to have a little bit of a more ground feel, so a little bit of darker maybe would make it better. Let's see. Now, do you know what? I was just talking with Lucas a second ago. I said to Lucas that I'm going to the doctor's next week, and he goes, "Why? What's going on?" I said, "I told you," I said, "I have this weird headache," and it's not headache, it's like pressure in the head for a week now. And he goes, "Marta, I have the same." I said, "What do you mean?" And I really thought he's actually joking with me. He said, "I have the same, Marta. I think it's the weather or whatever, or we just getting older." And I'm like, I'm not joking, Lucas. It feels weird. It's not a pain enough to grab a painkiller for my head, but it's enough that it's uncomfortable. Like right now, I'm doing a project, I'm chatting with you, working, right? Enjoying my process, but there is a pressure in my head that I feel it's there, going on, and annoying me. And he said, "Marta, it's fine. Give it a moment." He said, "Maybe we don't even know we had COVID, for example, and this is like a leftover after, because you know these days it's very hard to know things, and there is so much going on in general." I'm like, maybe you're right. So no stress as if for now, but I have to say, and I said maybe I'm going into menopause, and I'm serious now by saying it, because I don't know, like I genuinely don't know. But he said to give it a few more days and see. But I see how the weekend is going to be and all, because I honestly feel that it's very much annoying me. And it's something I'm thinking about. I'm like, oh, I really wish this pressure to be go. Now I am gently touching with the paint to cover up. I like that cream gesso, but for me it's a bit too bright. I prefer this Dentelle color because it's kind of, when it dries as well, it's more beigey and it's not as sharp, not as bright looking. It's just really taking away a little bit of that color and the detail, and I like that. So we still see through a little bit of that music notes, but as it's for now, it's giving us a little bit of a play and space for a little bit of water now. So it's giving us still a texture and beauty of the underneath it layer, but at the same time we have this lovely background that everything is kind of coming together, and it just matches so nicely. It doesn't feel that it's off all over the place, and that, you know, it feels that it's together. So there we go. I love that. It is so pretty. Now my question is, what are we doing with our birdie? Maybe I will try to have a little bit of color here going on a little bit, so that he is going to be more visible. I don't know if that's actually the case, but same for here. Maybe I can do a little bit of that coloring here. Let me show you what I mean. Like here where the book is, the textbook, and that darker image on the rice paper. I see if I can just cover it up a little bit. I'm so excited because in 2 hours we're going to tennis. I don't know, I've mentioned this probably to you several times. We play tennis together with Lucas and our friends, and I'm so excited because I love tennis, and we go and we really enjoy time together as a couple, which is beautiful. Then we have friends or neighbors, and it's time together with them. Look how beautifully I muted the background, the dark background around the birdie. So the birdie is much more visible, the beak is much more visible, and it's just a gentle touch of the paint. I couldn't do too much because I'm terrified of somehow destroying the bird, so I just gently played with it, which is, I think it works very well, like a really gentle touch and all, just to have him being more visible. And yes, I wonder what Hannah's doing. She's upstairs. I can hear shower or bath or something going on. I don't know if she's showering at this time of the day. I doubt it. So if not, then either she's showering her doll or only she knows what is going on. Okay, so there we go. I love it. I think it's nice. I think I've managed to I've managed to have the birdie more visible, and it's really nice on her. I think it suits. And what I would love to do right now as a final touches, I would love to do two things. I wish to have a little bit of shading going on around and a little bit of doodling with the pen. Let's do that. Back to you. I have the same title as the last project, but I mean, what can I say? I think it's going to be so good that I can't say no. And that is the Christmas book. I'll show you which one is that. There is mostly Christmas sayings, but I just added bonusly few regular words. So it's a Christmas fairies, which is super gorgeous. Look at our chubby ski fairies. I love them. We've got some little elements as well with it, and the most gorgeous, beautiful fairy. Like, look at this one. I'm not making yet any Christmas projects. I will, of course, once the time comes. And also I didn't record the showing of this book and the other one, the personas yet, which I will. Where's the personas? I'm showing it to you, talking about it, but not even showing. So the last two new books, personas and the Christmas fairies, I will show it to you in a second, in the next 1 or 2 videos. Now, and I really think that the dreamy look, it is just so good. So I knew it's gonna be just so well together. I just adore it. Beautiful, beautiful. So I'm gonna grab the glue, and I will glue it down because it is just right. And it's accident that it's this color. It's not that I was aiming for this color. Quite no. Honestly, I was not. Okay. So now, but I just think it's even where it's placed, it's so good. It is so good. I've told you that it will be amazing. Like we've added the colors and all. Well, should we add a little bit extra there? Maybe. Let's see, a tiny touch of that same color once more. Just a tiny touch. Let's see. Just a tiny touch more, to get rid of that difference in between. There we go, just a little bit. Now what I will do is I'm gonna clean it off the brush, and now with that I'm gonna try to dissolve the edges of that paint, and same for here, just dissolve a little bit. After drying, of course, it will look different, but so for now that's what it is. We're just trying to get rid of that line, that barrier, that difference in between, you know. And I think we just did pretty well. Pretty decent job, right? I really think so. So, okay. Oh, I love it. Beautiful. Now, I am tempted to one thing, which is here. I would love to have a little bit of that color here, because it feels that it's like too empty or too something. Same for here. Why not to add just a touch of that something, so it's not as empty, not as detached. Detached. Now it's like they are together. Or maybe a little touch of water again. Now remember that doing all of that, the best is if you prime everything with the gesso beforehand. If you don't have gesso, work your magic and try your absolute best, no problem. But my suggestion would be to, yes, give it a chance and see if the gesso is not going to give you a better result or something. Now I'm tempted to grab this gray. I don't know why, guys, because it's not even, the project is not even gray, but I just love grays so much that wouldn't that be so beautiful to add a touch of gray somewhere. Maybe just a little bit, like a little bit of that I don't know, like framing feel or something. Oh, I love that. So it's yeah, just a little bit, and now water quickly and dissolve, because acrylics, if you're using acrylics, and I'm so happy we're back to acrylics. Someone said, Marta, thank you, thanks to your videos I'm back to acrylics finally, because I haven't used them forever. Same for me, guys, same for me. I was using for painting a little bit, but not as much, and definitely not in mixed media. I love this. This is so beautiful. I just adore this. Now I somehow think that we could do a little bit of a better job in terms of here. Even acrylics dries very quickly, so if you have any work to be done with the acrylics, do it fast, guys. Do it fast, because otherwise you may not have the chance to move the paint around, and that's you know, that's not that great then. Okay, let's see. Gentle touch. And it's a different color, which is the gray, and I think it's nice because it's nice to as well have a different shades and see what's possible, you know. Give it a chance. Oh, I love this. Ah, such a dreamy, actually, it is actually very dreamy spread, I think. Let's see if we can have a little bit of that here, and here, a little bit of this drawing her. Hello, are you going, Lucas? I think everyone heard you munching that carrot. He came, he goes like this, you know, which means he's going. He's going, but he was munching the carrot. Don't pretend you're so healthy. Okay, Lucas, 1 second, because Hannah's gone and she meant to clean up. I don't think he can hear me. So ideally would be to have a little bit of, look at this, a little bit. Did she clean up the Lego? Well, I told her she can't go tennis with us if she's not tidy up with the Lego. And I wish to have a little bit of that, because it's a very delicate design, not as sharp visible on that. So I think it's nice to have a little bit of that. There we go. Oh, that's so pretty. And we could do just to make it sharper and just more visible. Are you going for Emily? I think Lucas is going for Emily, and also grab some books. I think Emily's getting some school product, something that she may need still, that she just found out while being in school. So I'm adding, did you know that you can add colors, you can add things? I think I'm gonna add color to the dress. And this particular fairy, a lot of times that someone was using it, I could see that was adding the colors to the dress, to those dots. And I think it's so cute, and I love that. And it's a great tip. Add the colors if you feel like it, if you fancy the color. How about, I'm gonna grab the teal one, if I can see it, because of course my table is getting messier and messier with each time. How about this one? Oh, that is so cute. That is so cute and pretty. Oh yes, yes, yes. Why not? Gentle touch of color. Oh, this is so cute. And imagine to that now, on this note, imagine if we could have a little bit of that color going on in there somewhere, like here or something. I don't know. Let's see. Or is it no, it is nice. It is nice, a gentle color. And then pink, imagine pink. Do we have pink, Marta? I'm pretty sure you must have some bit of a pinky color like this one, and make this more pinky, because the birdie is pink, her cheeks are pink, so her dots, if they could be slightly pink, I think that's so cute. That is so nice. She's really pinky pink. Oh, look at that now. And I'm thinking to get a gray, next one, gray, sorry, was my head in the camera? If it was, I apologize. Sorry about that. And a little bit of a gray color. Oh, this is so cute. No. Maybe this color is a tiny bit too much for my liking. Tiny, tiny, tiny. But it's now all done and fixed and beautiful. The Pilot pen, I love using it for the touches, for making this more standing out or visible. I keep on saying this is not a mathematics. It doesn't have to be that perfect, or, you know, the colors, they don't have to be matchy and all. It's about the process and really enjoying a little bit of that techniques and fun time. And I love the idea of putting elements together, making them one happy family of elements. I just really love that. Collaging makes me very happy and relaxing, and you know what's the best part of it? Now finally, after all these years of making all sorts of collages, I feel that I have the source, which is the books, that there's so much in it to choose from that I have no problems that I will find some absolutely stunning, beautiful focal point. Not like before, sometimes I would struggle and struggle. I don't know about you, maybe you didn't, because I have, and I've been buying stuff and I still wouldn't find exactly what I wanted it. I'm thinking as well as if this color for a little bit of shading, but I don't know if it's a good idea, if we really need it, and if this is a good color. The color seems to be lovely, actually. Imagine this, a tiny touch of that color, or somewhere here, maybe even like that, just to have a tiny bit of this going on, or maybe here. Okay. Doesn't have to be everywhere, right, when you do the shading. I think I'm going away from having the shades everywhere. Like I think I'm happier to stick with the tiny amount of shades, and kind of in really places that they just will look so good. Or maybe not like here. I don't know if this was a good choice, because no, it's fine. It's fine. Be careful, because the pen is also reactive with water, so the pilot pen that I'm using, so be careful about that. See? Be careful. Do you know what? I think I'm happy with what I see. I think I'm gonna leave it at that, because enough is enough, and sometimes you like keep on adding things and you may just really end up with something. However, I am tempted to do a little bit of touches on our flower. This is so cute. Oh, I meant to do the pinky. Do you remember I said we might do the pinky? If I can grab this pinky color. Oopsie. Ugh. That's a lot of waste that we're gonna have. Imagine this. Just a touch. I didn't mean this to be like this many. This is so cute. Oh, this is so cute. Hannah is singing. She is so fun. I still didn't find out what was so exciting today about the school. So, we don't know. Tomorrow she has a match, Komogi and football, 2 matches or 1 match. I can't remember what exactly is the plan, but she has her first ever in life a match, because she's going on the training, football and Komogi. Komogi, if you don't know, it's the Irish national sport. You can try to Google it a little bit. It's very interesting, and it's only in Ireland, so she's having a sport of that, and she loves it. She's great. She's has a lot of running, and she's really good at it. As in, she's only 7. No, she's only 6.5, so she's not like good, but she really is enjoying it, and she runs a lot, and she likes it. So that's awesome. My friends, I think I'm gonna finish here. I can't believe it, but it was quite quick, little cute video. Oh, I love the dreamy word, I have to say. It is such a good matchy match for the project. It is beautiful. A lovely mixture. As last time, I'm gonna give you the links to all the products, whatever I have used. So check those out, and I'm gonna finish here. Thank you so very much for watching. I love it. A pleasure to be in your homes. Thank you so much for taking time to watch the video, comment, and I really hope that inspiration is flying in your craft rooms with the books, and that you are enjoying the time with it. So thank you, a pleasure. I'll chat to you soon. Yeah, have a lovely weekend, and I'll speak to you. Bye for now.